Good afternoon and welcome to Beyond the Ties That Bind. I'm William Moore and I'll be your host for the broadcast. Um, this should have been my first video. Actually, I wish that I could go back and make this the first video, but we're going to correct that by making the video now. Um, Basically going to cover some things that a person needs to have and employ in order to enjoy the broadcast. Just going to go over it really quick and then go on from there. Did want to say, though, we received some exciting news here at Beyond the Ties That Bind over the weekend. We have now broken into the top 500 million video vlogs posted on YouTube. So we're very proud of that fact. Watch out. 499,999,975. Here we come. And my wife said that it would take over a year to break into the big time with this. Anyway, this program is also and always brought to you by Samuel Adams, the official drink of Anti-Federalist everywhere. Goes down smooth. That being said, I'm going to recommend a book right now. The Anti-Federalist Papers. This is a must read for anyone who wants to understand why we do not need a strong central government or even government at all. We don't need it. People need to exercise personal responsibility. They need to govern themselves, but they do not need other people in the form of psychopaths who want power to be governing them. Life could be so much easier, so much simpler, so much more beautiful without the federal government. So anyway, some of the things that a person is going to need to possess in order to get the most out of this program or enjoy this program, understand this program, is the ability to think critically. Meaning that you have the ability to analyze and evaluate information. Critical thinkers, they will possess the skills that provide one the best chance of making a correct decision or arriving at a proper conclusion. Um, Critical thinkers do their best to eliminate cultural bias and tradition from their train of thought. Um, you know, if we hang on to everything that we've been taught in the public indoctrination centers and the churches that we grew up in, we're never going to arrive at the truth. We're never going to see things as they really are because we're still holding on to agendas that other people have. So, critical thinkers, they ask questions. At times, they can be internal questions which lead to research. Um, that's a big one for me. I'll see something, I'll question it, I'll want to know the truth. So I'll go to Barnes and Noble, I'll go online, I'll start to research, and I'll find the answer. I'll want to do the research myself. There's nothing wrong with not doing the research yourself and allowing somebody else to research it for you, as long as they are providing a bibliography, as long as they're providing the resources and that help them arrive at their conclusion, for you to be able to go and check those resources. So um, you can ask a fundamental and clear question meant to either get to the heart of the problem or cause another person to pause and think. Uh, a great example of a good question is, and this pertains to taxation, the um, um basically the government taxing people. Um, You could actually pose this question to a person to make them think about the issue of taxation. So, for example, just say if someone or a group of people forced their way into your home and stole food and clothing, but they stated they'd be distributing some of the items to poor people in the community, would the fact that they are distributing some of the items to the poor people in the community make what they are doing not theft? That's a simple yes or no question. Another good example would be say a man had a brother who owned a bank. Now, this man lives in a community and he wants people in his subdivision community on his street to use his brother's bank. And most people on the street do, but there's one holdout. Is it okay for the man who has a brother who owns the bank to go to this holdout's house and attack it, kill off the person who is the husband and father, replace that person with another person who agrees to use his brother's banking institution? Would it be okay for that person to act in that manner, attack that home, kill someone, and replace the father husband figure in that house with someone who will comply with his wishes? Of course, it's not okay. So you want to have the ability to take an issue and ask a question, breaking it down simply, that causes the person to think and offer you a yes or a no. Um, because we all know that aggression in that manner is wrong. And hopefully, everyone would, who you would ask that type of question to, would agree that it is wrong. Um, and this basically is the situation we have in Iran right now, where Iran refuses to use Zionist banking institutions. They refuse to have a Rothschild central bank. So America is attacking them because they refuse to use a Rothschild central bank, and now they're refusing to use the petrodollar for trading oil. So they're going to bully them into doing so, probably go in, kill the leaders, replace the leaders with a puppet regime, which will allow America, Europe, and Israel to control the oil. So anyway, we can think about questions, and they can be simple questions. They can be questions that cause a person to think about something, and questions that get to the heart of the problem. Another thing you're going to have to do to get the most out of this program, enjoy this program, is be a person who has the ability to embrace logic, a person who has the ability to reason, to draw a correct conclusion. So also, in order for someone to benefit from this program, you're going to be a person that cannot suffer from cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is basically the mental conflict which occurs when beliefs or assumptions are contradicted by new information. When confronted with challenging new information, most people seek to preserve their current understanding of the world by rejecting, explaining away, or avoiding the new information, or by convincing themselves that no conflict exists between their current understanding and the new information they have been presented with. So if you're a dyed-in-the-wool Democrat, Republican, nationalist, patriot, Catholic, Protestant, evangelical, or even a Chicago Blackhawks fan, this program is probably not for you, unless you're willing to change your point of view when facts which are contrary to what you presently believe are being presented to you. So, like I stated, if you're a Democrat and you're dyed in the wool and you're never going to change, or if you're Republican, you're dyed in the wool, or Catholic, or Protestant, or evangelical, or some type of patriot that's patriotic to government, and you're just dyed in the wool and you're not willing to change, you're not willing to accept new information and think about it, this program's not for you. Also, if you belong to the cult of personality, this program is not for you. Whether it be Obama, whether it be Trump, whether it be Bernie, whether it be the Young Turds or the Young Turks, Alex Jones, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, or any other profile personality, you're not going to get anything out of this program if you're not willing to accept criticism of someone, of some leader. Um, if you're only willing to offer flattery or praise to someone, then you most likely belong to the cult of personality. If you cannot accept criticism of a particular leader, then you're most likely caught up in the cult of personality. Um, Cultural bias and tradition, they impede the search for truth. So you have to, remove yourself from cultural bias and tradition in order to get to the truth. And you have to be willing to say, if you're going to be a productive member of society, if you're going to offer society anything that's going to benefit it, you're going to have to be a person that says, okay, no matter what the truth is, I'm going to accept it, even if it goes against everything that I've ever been taught. So, if you're just going to stay within your little group of, Democratic friends or Republican friends and never be able to think about something or be presented with the idea that taxation is theft or that war is not good, or that the United States, most of the wars that have been fomented by the United States have been nothing more than wars of aggression meant to bend someone to the will of the United States government. If you're not willing to accept the truth, then and you're not willing to change your mind, then you bring nothing good to the table. And this program's not for you. Um, so now that I've laid out kind of a verbal diagram of who will benefit and who will not benefit from the program, um, we can go forward. But I thought I needed to get that out there because it's going to take a person that has the ability to think critically. It's going to take the person who can embrace logic, who knows how to reason. It's going to take a person who does not suffer from cognitive dissonance. If you suffer from cognitive dissonance, this program is only going to make you mad. If you are a member of the cult of personality, this program is only going to make you mad because I am on a search for truth and I'm going to present the truth as I discover it. And I'm going to present the truth from historical documents such as the Anti-Federalist Papers, such as Conceived in Liberty by Murray Rothbard, such as No Treason by Lysander Spooner. I'm going to present facts and allow people to make a decision. But at the same time, if you're going to get mad at those facts, if you're going to get upset, if you're going to be offended, then don't watch this program. But if you are someone who can think critically, who wants to know the truth, who's hungry for the truth, then please watch the program. Enjoy the program, learn from it, learn to ask questions, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and definitely always remember to like each video and subscribe to the channel so you can be alerted when new videos drop. Also visit the store. It's the Etsy shop, Abolish Government, and you can pick yourself up some cool stuff like this shirt that I'm wearing right now, which says social contract. Get my cord out of the way. That's Lysander Spooner. Social contract. I didn't sign shit. And So there's some other stuff on the at the shop, such as taxation is theft, abolish government, abolish and dismantle the military-industrial complex. Things that we need to do. We need to learn from history. We need to learn that, a volunteerist society is the best society that you can have, and that it has worked in the past. Antwerp of Flanders worked in the past for 100 years, was actually one of the most prosperous societies in the history of the Western Hemisphere. So, anyway, um, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. And until next time, um, like I said, everyone have a great day. Continue learning, and we'll see you soon.